way of going into the practice today. This is we're going to start with a short routine that's just good for overall healthy aging. It just hits all the pieces that tend to get stiff, shut down, less elastic as we age. And we'll do that as a warm up idea into our other stuff. So we're going to begin in Supta Baddha Konasana. Now, the reason I like to begin with this pose on the back versus seated is that it takes out some of the issues that we have when we're in a seated pose, which for some of us, it's too challenging to be able to pull forward and do the part of the pose where you come all the way forward. So here you get this nice opening, gravity's helping you, and you don't have to worry about your back or compromising your back. However, if it's hard on your too hard on your knees, your hips, or your lower back, meaning you're getting feedback that the pose is a little deep, then slide blocks underneath your legs, or even slide your blocks or a bolster underneath your feet so that your ankles are elevated. If you have knee problems, I find this variation where now your knees are slightly in the same line or slightly above your hips versus kind of dropping and pulling you too much is easier on the knees. So experiment around with a posture that feels comfortable for you because we're here for a minute. And by a minute, I mean maybe 2 minutes. This allows the soft tissues to release. And when we hold a pose for a longer period of time, it helps to work with the connective tissue. So all yoga works with your connective tissue. Um, but long held poses done more yin style tend to be the ones that we think of as really being most efficient. And this is undoing some of the postural tendencies and habits and patterns, physical patterns we get into as we get older and less flexible. You can bring your hands somewhere comfortably on your body. Begin to deepen your breath. As you deepen your breath and come into stillness, you're also resetting your parasympathetic nervous system. Now, if it's challenging for you to be in a pose in stillness, focus on your breath and focus on noticing where your body is holding. And it might keep changing. You might notice your hips, so take a few breaths letting your hips soften. You might notice that your shoulders are pulling forward and hunching off the floor. See if you can let those relax. You might notice that you're holding your jaw or tensing your face in some way. So it may not be related to the actual stretch, but parts of your body might be illuminating some holding patterns, even in your hands and your wrists, even ankles and feet, especially ankles and feet in Supta Baddha Konasana, because anytime the ankles soften, we often get a reciprocal softening at the front of the hip. Specifically and especially in this position, what is being targeted in terms of opening is a lot of the inner thigh area. Inner thighs tend to be tight and they also tend to be weak because we have to do specific exercises often to engage them. Now, you might be feeling things in your lower back and your outer hip. All of those are also normal for this particular pose. Without forcing your low back, your middle back down, see if you can invite a softening in the space between where the back of your pelvis is and your lower rib cage in the back is. So I'm not pushing my back down, I'm just asking my body to let go and soften a little bit more there because this position will bring you into a back bend. About 5 more slow, deep breaths. On your next exhale, bring your legs back up. Move any props out of your way. And hug both knees into your chest for a little bit of spinal flexion. You might roll side to side, or you might hold in stillness. Some of you might want deeper flexion of your spine. You can do that by lifting your head up as long as that does not bother your neck. Lower back down. Now, if you don't have a block, both feet down. If you do have a block, put a block underneath your right foot and let your left foot be low, not on a block. Right? So if you don't have a block, you're just going to come into bridge pose with both feet down. If you do have a block, you're placing a block under your right leg and you're coming up into bridge pose and you're holding the pose. This gives us a little asymmetrical work here. So this is hip extension and a back bend similar to what we just did in Supta Baddha Konasana. Now, if you want to challenge the back of your right thigh just to keep your butt strong, so the main reason to do bridge pose is to keep the buttocks strong and the hamstrings strong. If you need more of a challenge, you're going to exhale your left knee towards your chest and hold for 8. So anytime we go into a one-legged pose, we're emphasizing balance. And it also lets the body build strength equally because the strong side won't be taking over. Let's say this is the strong side, so it's going to do what it's going to do. But when we go to the weaker side, it has to perform at the same level. Good. Bring your left foot down if it's up and lower everything back down. Slide the block over to your left foot, or if you're not using it, you're not using it. When you feel ready, exhale, lift your hips into bridge posture. And again, both feet can stay down, or if you want to challenge the back of your leg, lift your right knee towards your chest. Four, 3, 2, 1. Great. Bring everything down, move the block out of your way. Hug your right knee into your chest. Circle your right ankle about 3 or 4 times to the right and then three or four times to the left. So mobilizing the ankle. And this is one of the key things. The ankle joint is really big in healthy aging. Reach your right leg to the sky now. Flex your foot, pull back your toes. When the ankle joint starts to shut down or when the calves become too tight, it affects our balance, it affects our hips, it can begin to affect the low back. And it can make our legs feel heavy or help cause some kind of circulation stuff that can be associated with cramps, heavy legs, just feeling kind of tired or even too much blood pooling down low and not coming back up the chain, as they say. Now, if you want to go deeper into your back while you're also stretching your hamstring and your calf, you can lift your upper body up, hold the leg, come a little deeper into the pose, and now you're getting into some spinal flexion, deepening probably the opening of your hamstring and calf for most of us. Keep pulling your toes back. And then if you lift it up, go ahead, come back down, take another big breath in and out here. Remember to relax your shoulders and cross your right ankle above your left knee. Now, for some of us, this is a deeper pose than Baddha Konasana. It's a similar idea. Eye of the needle, exhale, draw your left leg into your chest, holding the back of your thigh or just below your left knee. It's the same orientation for your right hip, so it's externally rotated. I find that in this position, I get more of an outer hip stretch, but some of you might be feeling the inner thigh. It's going to get both. And you can do a little rock side to side. Usually if you rock a little more to the left, you'll feel a deeper opening. You can also reach your right leg forward and to the right to get into the inner thigh more clearly. Or you can simply hold the pose and be relaxed about it. Let your shoulders relax. Great. Put your left foot down. Reach your right arm straight up. This is called shoulder flexion. It's another area that if we were standing up, you would notice it more. Lying down, you don't notice as much, but this is one of the things that starts to make you hunch over. I'm just doing this because I like to multitask. I'm keeping eye of the needle and turning it into a twist. You can make it any twist you like. You could stack your knees instead if that feels better to you. Turn your head to the left so that we're opening up the neck. And spinal twists help to decompress the spine. So what they're doing is creating space between the discs of your spine. Shoulders are as relaxed as you can let them be. You could always deepen the effects of the twist by exhaling and gently drawing your navel in. This will start to massage your abdominal organs. So if you're having digestion issues, that's a nice little added benefit as long as you can stay relaxed in the pose and you don't feel like you're working too hard. One more breath here. Lower your arm, turn your head back to center, come back through center. Great. Hug your left knee into your chest. Slowly circle your left ankle about 3 or 4 times one direction and then the other. Reach your left leg to the sky when you're ready. Flex your foot, spread your toes, hamstring and calf stretch. Take a few breaths, let your shoulders relax before you decide if you're changing it to the deeper variation. Just get the feedback here. If you'd like to go deeper and also add in some spinal flexion, you'll walk your hands up towards your foot or to your foot. If you can reach your foot easily, it's nice because you can then pull back on your foot to go a little deeper into the calf muscle. Come on back down. Take an extra breath in and out. Cross your left ankle above your right knee, eye of the needle pose. Again, if it feels good to rock a little bit. Usually if you land a little more to the right than the left, it'll be deeper. Reaching your thigh forward or to the left can also give you a deeper sensation if you need that. Great. Keep eye of the needle or not. Left arm right above your head and turn this into a twist. So make it any twist that's comfortable for you. Turning your head to the right can give you a little opening through the neck. Great. Noticing as you start to relax into it, if there's parts of you that are not relaxing into it. That's the interesting part of doing a more slow, simple practice, is that you really begin to notice how much you recruit tension into parts of your body, even when you're not even asking that part of your body to work. Two more deep breaths. Remember, you can also lightly pull your belly in and up as you do your exhales if you want to get into the massaging of your abdominal organs idea. But we want to stay passive on this one. So if you find that when you pull your belly in, you sort of start to get into more of a work mode, let that idea go. Great. From here, we're transitioning to the side and up and around to hands and knees. So just a couple more ideas. We're going to hit the calf again from a different angle. Place the ball of your right foot down and push back into your heel. Ball of your right foot down, push back into your heel, holding this position. Great. Now, of course, a deeper way to get into this is downward facing dog, which we will visit later. But for some of us, it's hard to get into that position for the shoulders and the wrists and all of that. So this is a way for you to go deeper into a calf stretch than where we've been up to this point. Slide your right knee in, take your left leg out, plug the ball of your foot down, and then rock your weight back. Now, I didn't say this on side one, but a lot of us have a tendency to roll either out or in. So right now, my tendency is to roll more towards my pinky toe. So I want to move into the big toe side, so I'm equally stretching all the different parts that I can get into. Bring your knee back in. Classic inhale, chest forward, arching your back to spinal extension. And you see I'm bending my elbows a little bit. That just helps me go deeper into the upper back mobility. You don't have to bend your elbows that well.